Hey besties, welcome back to my tutorial. So in today's tutorial I will be taking you guys on how I made this beautiful dress for my sister's birthday. So this is a birthday dress I made for my sister, so I'll be taking you guys on the tutorial video or tutorial process on how I made this video. So if you're interested in the video, let's get started. So I use this material. This is a 1 year of lycra lining and 3 years of an organza. So this organza is for making the flounce, so I used 3 years of it. So guys, first of all, the first thing I did was to fold the lycra lining. So at this point I measured the length, and then I measured my shoulder divided by 2, and I added half inch allowance. Then I came down by 8.5 for my armhole curve. Okay, so when I was done, the next thing I did was to mark out my waistline. I used 16 for my waistline, and then I came down by 9 inches for my hip. So having marked out my basic measurement, so the next thing I did was to divide my bust. At this point I just added 1 inch allowance. Okay, so I did the same thing at my waist, and then I also divided my hip by 4 and I added 1 inch again. Okay, so I connected my lines, and then I am going to be cutting out. Okay, so right here I'll be cutting the front so as to cut out the back. Okay, so I'm done cutting out the front, so I'm going to be placing what I got for the front for my back. At this point I did not add zip allowance. Please take note of that, because this is a lycra line. It actually draws, so I did not add any zip allowance. So I actually cut exactly what I got from the front. That's what I cut for the back. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting out the back. So at this point I'm done, so I'm going to be placing the both front and back. I'm making sure that the fronts are facing each other, so I'm going to be facing them together so as to cut out my neckline. Okay, if you watch very careful closely to the video, the outfit, you see that it has one side of the neckline is a normal shoulder, and the other one is an off shoulder. So at this point I came in by 2 inches, and then at the other side I want it to be an off shoulder. I came up by 5 inches for my armhole, and then I'm going to make a curve, just a very slanty curve, connecting it to the other part. Okay, so just watch very carefully and closely and see what I'm doing. So having joined and connected the line, so I'm going to cut it out, and when I'm done, my neckline is perfect and ready. Okay, so guys, I am done. So this is the neckline that I wanted. As you can see, it's very simple, so I'll go ahead and sew. So right here, because of time limit, I'm just going to be using my bias to turn the necklines and the armhole. So I am going to be using this bias to turn everything, and then I'll show you guys when I'm done. So guys, this is when I was done turning my necklines with my bias. As you can see, at this point I've already shaped everything, and then I've even hemmed the down part. So because of time, I don't want my video to be lengthy, so I'm going to go ahead and mark the lines that I needed where I'll be joining my flounce. Okay, so I have marked it, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and get my flounce. This is an organza. As I told you guys earlier, I've already weaved the rough edges. So I'm just going to take this flounce, and then I'll place it at the lines that I marked. So I'm just going to be making a printing at the center. Okay, at this point, this is actually going to take your time. It will take your time, but you just have to be patient and be running your stitches perfectly. Okay, so as you can see, I am taking my time and I'm doing my printing so neatly. So right here, let's say I'm not actually done, but I was close to the finishing part, so I decided to stop, and then I got my bead. It has a bead at the off shoulder part, so I'll be using this bead. I'm going to use my fishing line to attach the bead, then I'll attach it on my clothes. So this is where I attached the bead on the clothes. So at this point I'm done. Actually, I'm going to show you guys the final look of this dress because I don't have time. As I said before, I don't want the video to be lengthy. So thank you guys for watching. This is the final look of this dress. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.